Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This week we'll be talking about Year 1 by Nora Roberts. This is my first book by Nora Roberts, and this is kind of a forcefully suggested book by one of my friends. I'm very much into post-apocalyptic stories, like to know how mankind copes up with it, and how human beings try to build safe environment in all those chaos. So this book checked all the check boxes, so I picked this up. It's a trilogy, and for me, any kind of a series in book or in TV, it is a big commitment. So I have made all the courage to take up this commitment. The vibe of disease and being scared, something happening, starts from the very second or third page, and it goes on to the end of the book. I like how Nora Roberts does not make you wait for what comes next. Like if something is happening, as soon as it comes to an end, there is an overlap and something else starts. So there is no wait for what's gonna come next, or there is no lagging in the story. First thing that hit me a little bit is the number of characters. Of course, the story demands those many characters, and each character is given a particular role, and there is a lot of things happening. I can understand how the story demands the characters, but as a person, I'm very weak in remembering names. So for me to keep track of all those characters became very difficult. So if you're somebody like me who is who's very bad in remembering names, you can note down the characters and you can write the roles. And whenever the story regarding that character comes, you can go back and keep track of it. The second thing which hit me a bit hard is I'm a huge fan of Walking Dead, and even though the genre is completely different, and the atmosphere is different, the chaos is different, there were some storylines which were too similar to Walking Dead series. When I was reading it, it's like, I have read this, I have seen this before. So it was too similar to be ignored. So that hit me a little harder. This book is one of the easiest read, even though there are so many characters, so many chaos things happening, and writer is making you believe in something which is not actually believable. But the writing was very easy. It was very easy to follow. Only the thing is, keeping track of characters was difficult for me, but the storytelling and the writing and making you feel like you're part of that world, that was very beautifully written, and I did not feel anywhere difficult or anywhere stuck to follow the story. So I think I can give 5 stars for the writing. Character development was awesomely done. I love how the characters were improvised in the story. Like obviously you are somebody now, and when something chaos like that, or some disease spreads in the world, and the world is falling apart, so you will grow as and when you survive, right? So this journey of every character is written very beautifully, and you could actually make out that the journey and the improvisation in the characters, that I really liked. It was nice escape from reality. It was a nice thing to see the world in a different way, and to believe in certain things which are not actually happening in your world, but to enter into the writer's world and believe it, and to see the world in that way. It felt nice. It was a very different experience. I really love the ending, especially last 2-3 pages. It's a very smart thing for the writers or directors, even in the series, to do, where they bring up something, or they leave the book, or they leave the season in certain way that it hooks you up, and you immediately pick up the next book, or immediately start watching the second season. That was how this book ended. I already picked up the second book, and I'm very much into it. I think I can say I'm 50% into it. So this will be the review for my next week. That's it for Year 1 by Nora Roberts, and see you guys next week with Of Blood and Bone, the second book of this series. Let's see how this book makes me feel. See you guys next week. Bye.